So if you've been following my YouTube channel for a while, you would know that I'm a big fan of these limited research events. And when it came to this Meowth Limited Research Event, I was having a lot of fun with it. Now, there was one little misstep that caused me to have a bit of a negative experience, and I really think that these sort of little mistakes are things that Niantic needs to look out for. But in spite of all that, I really did enjoy this event, and I do want to talk about it here in this video. So yeah, let's roll the intro and get right into it. And how's it going, everyone? It's me, it's Count, here with a brand new Pokemon GO video. Today I'm going to be giving you my comprehensive review of the Meowth Limited Research Event. I do think there's a lot to talk about here, and there's a lot of constructive criticisms and a lot of constructive feedback that we can give to Niantic. I really want these limited research events to succeed, mainly because ever since the beginning when they were introduced, I really thought they had a lot of great potential for gameplay in Pokemon GO. They were a great alternative to community days, at least in its inception, and I really feel like this is something that Niantic needed to continuously build upon and have it become a monthly thing. But of course, we haven't had limited research events monthly, and we've only had them every so often, and I really feel like this is something that Niantic needs to explore as a monthly event. I really like the idea of there being monthly limited research events, and they follow the same formula that they currently have, because of course we've had different kinds of research events in the past. Like, we've had research events where you have to go out and farm Pokestops, or you have the format that's currently going on where you do it completely from home as a special research, a string of special research tasks. Like, regardless, I just feel like this has been one of the fun events that they've had, and I honestly wish they did this monthly. Now, in terms of this Meowth Limited Research Day, there was one little mishap that prevented a lot of players from having a positive experience with it. Of course, if you actually did the limited research for Meowth and you were doing it completely from home, you would know that at one point you were required to use Nanab berries, and if you did not have any Nanab berries on hand and you didn't have any Pokestops near you, well, unfortunately, you probably were not able to progress any further and collect more shiny Meowths. It was a really annoying part of this limited research. Like, for example, I was pretty much stuck at home the entire day, and then at one point I had to drive out to Pokestops in order to get Nanab berries, and personally I felt like this was not the ideal situation, considering that the reason why this system is the way that it currently is because of course, the pandemic. So a lot of players are not able to go out and play and collect Pokestops, and this was their only chance at getting some shiny Meowths without having to leave their house. But unfortunately, because of this one small design mishap, they were not able to progress further after a certain point, unless they were lucky enough to get Nanab berries from gifts or from their Pokemon. So I honestly think this is something that Niantic needs to watch out for, because these small little mishaps are what creates a huge tidal wave of negativity within the community. I'm not saying that they have to be perfect, but they have to watch out for these small mistakes. This one little mishap could have easily been prevented if they properly utilized their testing team. If they had their testers actively playing these events and game modes before they're released, then you would obviously not see these sort of mistakes happen. I honestly don't see why Niantic can't find little mistakes like this before they release events, but they've had a very bad history of just releasing certain content or releasing certain events with a lot of these different kinds of issues, and I really think this needs to stop here. And if for whatever reason this was not a mistake, then Niantic really needs to take a look at how they design their events, because these sort of progression stoppers are going to be very negatively received by the community, so Niantic needs to watch out for this stuff. But yeah, in spite of this mishap, I really think this is something that Niantic needs to do monthly. I mean, we've needed an alternative to community days for a while now. I'm not saying that they should scrap community days, because of course they have always become a staple within Pokemon GO, but they should add something else that we could do monthly. And and I really think there's a lot of potential here for something good. Niantic just needs to continuously build upon it and make sure they execute it correctly. Now, in terms of my own personal experiences with the Meowth Limited Research Event, other than that one little mishap with Nanab berries, I really enjoyed it. I ended up getting 2 shiny Alolan Meowths, as well as a 100% IV Alolan Meowth, so I had a pretty positive experience. I really did end up enjoying it. I know when it comes to these sort of events, it's always going to be contingent on your luck. Like, if you went through the entire event and not pick up a single shiny, then yeah, you might feel like it was a negative experience and it was a bit of a time sink. But I honestly think there were some contingent rewards like Stardust and potions and revives that really kind of rounded out the experience. So if you ended up getting some bad luck, then you were not going empty-handed at the end of it. So I honestly did enjoy it, and I really think this is something they should continue to build upon. And I really do feel like they need to extend the event as well, because at the end of it, I felt like there was just not enough tasks, and I really feel like they should match how it is when you just do the regular research events through Pokestops. I mean, you should have at least 100 of these tasks throughout the entire event, but I really feel like it was just really limited by the small number of tasks. So yeah, these are just my bits of feedback for Niantic when it comes to these limited research events. Again, I really do like these events, and I really think it's something that Niantic should continuously build upon, but I do not know if the same level of enthusiasm is shared within the community, but I do think this is something that could be really great for the game, so I really hope Niantic does continue to build upon it. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Leave your thoughts down below, what you thought about Meowth Limited Research Day, and if you have any sorts of constructive feedback that you would like to give to Niantic, leave those in the comments section as well. So yeah, that's going to be it. I'm Count Jinsula. Hope you're being safe, have fun, and I'll catch you all later.